Oh shit, I'm muted. Holy shit, sorry guys. Yeah, Smithy's on a lap. 20.2 for him. He puts it on provisional pole there. Beats 5 minute bots time by 3/10 of a second. In time trial about 20 minutes ago, myself, I did a 19.5 or so. So it's not a bad time from Smithy there, but I think you're going to see 5 minute bot drop down into the low 19s here by the end of this session. As Cohen's off into the wall. We caught that at the right time. Might go on board with one of these guys on an out lap. Who's closest to starting their lap? I mean, I think Jim is Jim on a lap? I don't think Jim's racing right now. Could be wrong. Kevin Cow's about to start a lap here as he heads down to the first corner in the Alfa Romeo Sauber car. See what time he can do through the first chicane. A little bit of trail braking there. Goes a bit deep. And he has to compromise through the next part of that chicane, and he backs out of that immediately. You could tell. It just didn't look right from Kevin there. You having a giggle? Starting his lap. He just joined, actually. So we got 20 drivers, luckily, for this session. Giggle, he's a pretty solid driver. He had some top 5 performances last season. But he's on an out lap. Jojo's started his lap. He's a new driver, a Swede, another Swede. Now the next 2 Swedes on the WSR grid, along with Jim 111. We'll see what he can do. He was putting in low 20s in practice earlier, according to Kevin Cow. As he comes to the end of Sector 1. Now it's a purple Sector 1, supposedly, for Jojo. That looked pretty solid there. You really don't want to hit the curb on the exit of the second chicane, though. It sort of unsettles the car just a bit there. As he heads through Lesmo 1. He left a bit of time on the table there. Through Lesmo 2, a bit better, I'd say. As we head down the back straight now. It might show up that he's a purple sector again, guys, but I don't think he does. It's just a glitch with the game. Yeah, he's not setting purple sectors. It's a decent lap. Looked a bit cautious heading through Ascari there. Might have invalidated the lap prior. You can see that I don't think his confidence was 100% through there, because he turned right almost midway through the first part of Ascari there. It just looked. Oh, it didn't look. Yeah, he looks. It doesn't look good for him. Fernasco. Purple middle sector for Fernasco apparently, and he's just invalidated. Yeah, not everybody's setting purple sectors here, guys. It's a bunch of baloney. Galaxy Arian. No, Galaxy's back up on his lap too, man. I think FCST or Femino Bot might be on a lap here. We'll check them out. No, FCST's down. Femino Bot. He's wrecked, so Smithy's still your pole sitter here. And if this keeps going like this, he might get pole. With a 20.2, which isn't, as I said, it's not the craziest time, because I did a 19.5, and I'm not even racing. You guys are lucky that the commentators aren't hopping in the cockpit there. I'd smoke you all. Send you guys back to the Stone Age. As here comes Jippy. He's another new driver, joined recently. Oh, but damn, Jippy. Ballsy as hell. I like that. Aggressive, but unfortunately messed up. He was 2/10 up on his lap. He is apparently 3 seconds off of Smithy, 69. He didn't look that bad through there, so I think Jippy's time is a bit unrepresentative. That'd be my guess. He didn't look bad. Jim's on a lap. The Super Swede. He comes to the end of Sector 1 here. We'll see what the split is on his previous best. It's 9/10 down. XE Reaper puts in an absolute flyer there. Damn, that's quick. Black Cherry Jixer, he's on the lap as well. Black Cherry raced a few times back in Season 6 at the start of the season. Had some good results. Picked up some solid points. We'll see what type of time you can put in here. Looks pretty solid from the American there. Hit both of those corners quite nicely. A bit cautious through Lesmo 1. Down in a 4th gear. Black Cherry. Keep that bitch in 5th, dude. He seems just a bit. He's leaving time out there, man. It's not like he's not making mistakes. He's just leaving time out there. Keep it in 5th gear and roll it through the apex as he heads down into the Ascari chicane. Now we'll see if he drops it. I'm betting he's going to drop down into 4th, and he does. Could have cut a bit more of the first part of the Ascari chicane there, but it looks pretty neat and tidy on the exit. The exit of that corner can be very difficult. The Ascari chicane. You can lose it on the curb there and spin. If you go too wide, you pick up a penalty. There's a lot of understeer. And you also have the curb on the inside, as I think Black Cherry Jixer might have just backed out of this lap. NAC PR started a lap. Jim starting a lap. Zippy's up 5/10 through sector 1. It's looking, yeah, Zippy, I told you, he looks quick. He looked quicker than Black Cherry Jixer did on his previous lap. Cherry set a 27.6, so obviously he backed out of it as we were watching his lap. Zippy's up 8/10. As long as he doesn't invalidate here, this is going to be a solid time. Looked a bit, yeah, he's looking a bit cautious through the scar. You can tell some of these guys, oh my gosh, he didn't invalidate that, man. That's insane. But you can tell some of these guys who haven't set a really representative lap time are being very cautious. As I think he ran out of gas. Or no? Yeah, he ran out of gas. Poor guy. I mean, he looked pretty good, but he looked cautious through a scar because he just wanted to get a time on the board, right? And that's something I've noticed with some of these guys. They lack the confidence to just fucking send it into a scar. As Lane 69's down on his lap in the Ferrari car. That sexy beast. Fuego Mall, maybe? Is Fuego Mall on the lap? No, Fuego's not on the lap. Who's on the lap? Knack PR? Knack PR's up 3.5 seconds. But obviously he backed out of his previous lap time, and now he's in 8th gear. I think Jim 111 has lagged out of the session as Knack PR's boxing. Black Cherry Jixer, are you on the lap? Is somebody on the lap? No, nobody's on the lap. FCST's on the lap. FCST. Or did he just come out of the pits? No, he's on the lap. He's on the lap, I think. Smitty might have just started a lap. Well, I gotta turn on the throttle tracing here too. We'll see what these guys are doing. 5th gear here for FCST. He looked really nice there, man. Maximized the potential on the exit there. This is going to be a good time from FCST. Watch that sector time, the split drop a lot. Just watch it. He's minus 2/10. Needs a lot of... he fucked it up. Well, he won't be making an improvement. Smithy's down on his lap already. Look at the way he plays with the throttle through there, man. He's like almost like coasting part. He doesn't even take his foot fully off the throttle pedal through Lesmo too. I would roll it through, but some of these guys are doing something a bit different, which is, I don't know what you call that, but it's a bit weird. Yeah, everybody's very cautious through Ascari's. Jason SMJ has finally joined, but the lobby's full. Smithy's gonna come to finish his lap. I think he's just gonna start a new one. Jojo said a 20.7. I just noticed that. Pretty good time from Jojo, to be fair. I think some of these guys are leaving a lot of time on the board, and they're making really silly errors because the track limits on this track they're quite difficult, I'd say. Quite difficult. You know, there's like guys like Galaxy, Fernasco, who haven't even set a time yet. Fuego Mo should be further up. Knack PR is obviously a quick driver. I mean, Zippy looked quick, man, but he ran out of gas. He could have been into the 21s, I'd say. Into the top 10. Near enough. Ericsson Ethan's currently P11, so that just tells you that the times are just a bit unrepresentative at the moment. I mean, no offense to Ericsson, but he was 2 minutes off the pace last race, and he's currently P11. Like, we know these guys have pace. They just need to find it. Obviously, Reaper found it, man. He pulled that 19.5 from out of his ass. And I didn't even watch it. Cohen don't look too bad for the Ascari there. Quite gentle. I want to see these guys. I want to watch Reaper, man, because he probably attacks the shit out of that corner, man. Seriously. He's probably balls to the wall as Cohen comes to the final corner now. I mean, it wasn't max potential there, but it's going to be a decent time for Cohen. It's going to be a 20. 20.8 promotes him to P6 in this race. We're going to have to go on board with XC Reaper, though. This is the lap I want to watch, ladies and gentlemen. He's calling in his out lap. Actually, we'll watch Femina Bot for the first half of his lap. We'll see if he's improving enough, and if he's improving enough, we'll just keep on board with him. But Reaper is the guy I want to watch. Femina Bot currently is the 7th best time in the time trial world record. In time trial at this track. 7th is pretty good, I'd say. Right? Damn. How does he run over that curve without incurring a penalty? No invalidation there. That's impressive. But you can just see, Femina Bot's maximizing the potential of the track here. Not leaving any time out there. Like, some of these guys are leaving time. Like, if you're a solid driver, but you want to be as quick as Firmino Bot, watch this fucking lap back, man. Holy moly, he's flying. 4/10 up already. This is the man you want to watch if you want to learn how to get quick. You watch guys like Arno Otmir as well, because if you watch how they drive, how they use the gears, how they use the traction, man, you'll improve immensely. Like, you just got to watch and learn. That wasn't great from Firmino Bot. He missed the apex of that corner and also got on the power a bit late, but it still could be pole position here for the Britishman. It's going to be really close. It is pole position, 19-3. That's a quick-ass time from Firmino Bot. P4 is a second and a half off of that. So we got a 2-horse tussle up here at the front, it seems. I think the gap over the season will start to close, but we'll see if Reaper can beat him. Reaper's really pushing it. He's using lower gears than Firmino Bot did. We'll see what he can do in his scar. I think he's... No, he's down. He's going to have to fucking put balls to the wall here. Oh, yeah, he's pushing it. Oh, it's a spin. He had a really bad Sector 1, man. He was purple in Sector 2, but he must have fucked up Sector 1 badly. Smithy's off into the wall. Shahomi's on a lap. Here comes Shahomi. Jippy's retired in P10. He improved. Shahomi cannot improve. He went up. Galaxy Arian went up. Francesco. We call him Francesco around here. Not Fernasco, I'm sorry. Fernasco, it'd be good for him if he could get into the top 10 here. Because, of course, there's no tire rule, so the guys outside of the top 10 really don't have an advantage. Knack PR could be at the back of the grid here. I'm assuming Fernasco doesn't invalidate. And that's going to be a shock, I'd say. Knack PR is a top 5 driver. He's been a top 5 driver so far this season. Fernasco puts a P11. So we'll look at gap to the leader real quick. Some of these guys are 3 seconds off of Firmino Bot. That surprises me. I'm sure if they watch the stream back, watch Firmino Bot's lap. I'll post it to YouTube because I already have the footage. And all you guys who are like looking to become a league racer, if you're watching the stream, you want to become a league racer, watch that lap. Subscribe to the channel. Watch that lap. Can I do a 360 to? I don't even know what. I can't even see the full message. I mean, as long as you don't take anybody out in the process of doing a 360 to line up on the grid, then cool, do it. I don't give a shit. Just don't take anybody on the process. But yeah, if you want to get into league racing, watch fucking Firmino Bot's lap back on the stream, or watch it when I post it to the channel, because that is how it's done, folks. That is how it's done. If you want to be good, drive like him, deadass. Reaper in second. He could have been up there too. He had a bad Sector 1, was purple in Sector 2. Smithy 69 on a bad lap time. Galaxy at the end of qualifying improved to P4. Jojo P5. Shahomi P6. Cohen SCST lanes. You having a good one? Here's the bottom of 10. If you want to pause the video real quick and look at that, you can. But we're heading off to the formation lap now for WSR Preseason Italy. Jason OSMJ did not get a spot in this race because he decided not to join immediately. What a goofball. All right, we have to wait like 30 seconds now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a bit because the loading screens aren't very long on the PS5. There, the timer started finally. So, people watching the stream, what are your predictions for the race here? What are your predictions? I want to hear them. I'm thinking it's going to be a toss-up between Firmino Bot and Reaper for the win. And I think they'll wreck each other out, and then Galaxy Arian will win. Yes, Galaxy is going to be the winner here, guys. Mark my words, Galaxy Arian is going to win this race after a Firmino Bot and XC Reaper collision. Knack PR starting at the back of the grid. Watch out for his bitch-ass, man. He's a quick motherfucker. Starting on the hards. Firmino Bot starts on the hards. Lane 69, boy. I love that call. Be different, man. Start on those softs. It works for some people, man. Watch lane 69 to be into the top 5 by then in lap 1. SCST is going to drop like a rock. Firmino Bot is going to struggle to keep XC Reaper behind. If he can keep him behind by the end of the first lap, then he's looking golden, man. But it's really risky for Firmino Bot to start on those hards, right? Because if there's a safety car, say, between lap 5 to 10, he's fucked up bad, right? because those guys on the mediums can pit for the hards, and then he's going to either have to stretch out the mediums around 15 to 20 laps, or he can stay out and then pit, but he's going to lose a lot of time by doing that. So either way, he's fucked if there's an early safety car, because there isn't a safety car, man. Fabian Albot wins this race by like 10 seconds. Like, I think the hards are probably the best tire to start on, like if you're lower down the pack, but at the front it's a bit risky because you can also drop a lot of positions at the start. You could get in the rear. Like NAC PR is golden there in P20 starting the hards. Great strategy goal. For fight, it's risky, right? You know it's going to happen. NAC doesn't have to worry about any behind him, but fight does. But I love Lange's call. Softs. Hope for an early safety car after you make up a few positions. You can do soft to hard pretty easily, man. The hards last like 20 laps. It's not like they're going to fall off the cliff. They'll last 20 laps easily. All right, let's get this son of a bitch race underway. We're going to turn off everything here except for the display graphic on the left. Oh, Smithy tried to do the 360 into his grid slot. Didn't work out. Is it going to reset his car? Smithy's just chilling. There he goes. All right. Firebird lights are about to come on here for the Italian Grand Prix here. Second to last preseason race is about to get underway, everybody. Can we see the Firebird lights? Firebird lights are coming on. As 5 lights. And away we go for the Italian Grand Prix. Fabian Albot gets a pretty solid start on his medium compound tires. Smithy 69 got a shocker. He's down to the back of the field actually. As Reaper heading down the turn one. Can I get a better camera angle, Codemasters? Contact in the back. Galaxy Arian he hit Reaper and absolutely destroyed his race. Maybe somebody hit Galaxy. I don't know. Ericsson Ethan's been disqualified. He didn't start the race apparently, but JoJo's up in a P2 now. He's hunting down Fabian Albot. Show me in P3. As we head down into the next chicane, is there any moves to be made? No, Code 27 blows the corner, hops over the curbs. There's another incident further back. Yevna Giggle has gone off, and here comes Galaxy Aaron. After hitting Reaper, he gets past the other Red Bull. Up into P4 in this race. Jojo's already dropped 1.6 seconds to the Aston Martin of Xiaomi. And Reaper's about to make move on FCS2, forces him onto the grass. Schumacher style, Schumacher-esque. Reaper's able to get ahead. And he's up into P6. Reaper will be on a charge here, man. He's going to be pissed off. He wants to get by these guys and move up the field a few spots, man, you know? I know him, man. He's going to be pissed in the game chat after as Kevin Cow just got by Sierra Risky. Here comes another train of cars with NAC PR already up to P12 on those hards. I told you that was the correct strategy goal. As they head down into Parabolica, they go. Risky and NAC PR going side by side with Fuegoma lurking further back. Smithy has had a collision. He's falling down the grid. Same with Matthew and Black Sherry Jixer. Smithy's lost a lot of time, but as they head down the straight, this is going to be really close action between NAC PR and Sierra Risky. Risky's taking the position back from NAC. He's dumping the tank to get ahead of him. And he makes the move as Lang 69 has just made a move on Fernasco. And SCST's dropping down a few positions. Here comes Zippy trying to go around the outside. He's just going to try and slot back in and get the slipstream here as we head down into the second chicane. Is he going to be able to make the move, though? I think he's just going to be too far back. No, he's going to make the move. Can we get a better camera? Go, no, it's Fernasco actually who's making a move on Lang 69. Isn't able to do so. Jojo's already dropping time to Fabian Albot, who is the hards, and Jojo's on the mediums, and he can't catch him. And he's starting to form a bit of a train behind him. Reaper currently in P5 starting to close up to that pack as well. Nice to know that the interval between Reaper and Cohen is a minute 23. Thank you, Codemasters. Further back, I think you having a giggle is about to have a battle here. Oh yes, you having a giggle, making a move on Jim as I think Xiaomi had a spin there through Ascari. Oh, Giggle had contact with somebody. The big wreck. Link 69 is dropping out of positions. And NAC PR is about to make a move on Risky once again. Kevin Cow further up making a move on Xiaomi. Xiaomi just had a spin at Ascari. Yavin and Giggle had a wreck. And then Lange had a wreck as well. The two Ferraris are down to P17 and P18 in this race. It's Fabian Albot is out of spin. He's out of spin on the exit of Parabolica. What is going on? This race just turned on its head in the last, minute. What the fuck just happened, guys? I say this every race. Did like the fucking full moon come out? You guys like hyperventilate and stop driving correctly? I don't know what happened. Is this game just really that difficult? We've had 3 guys pit this lap. Oh, the 2 AlphaTaurs are going to double stack there at the back of the field. But Galaxy Arian almost made a move on Cohen 27 to that second chicane. Fighting Bot's trying to make up places after that spin at Parabolica, but he messed up. What happened? What's going on with Fight? He's ghosting 3 people. Is his connection that fucked up? Is he out of the race? Did he like disconnect? Oh, he disconnected. Yeah, he's having disconnection issues. Just Cohen 27 wrecked at the first Lesmo. JoJo's still in the lead. Reaper in second. Reaper loves this now, man. He's loving it. He had that awful start where Galaxy almost spun him out. He like half spun him, but it was the start of the race, so Reaper dropped down like 5 or 6 positions. Now he's up into P2. He's loving this, man. Xiaomi just spun the lap before. Bots gets connected because his internet is dog shit. And Reaper's about to take the lead of this race, guys. JoJo's doing really good to keep these guys behind, but it's only a matter of time before the Red Bull gets by and up into P2 in this race. Here he comes. He's on the outside of the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin's going to try and defend as Jim 111 has left the session. He's retired because he told me before the race there's something wrong with his wheelbases. Did Reaper spin? There was a contact there. Is that desync? I don't know. That was bizarre too. Black Cherry Jix is making the move on 5 minute bots AI. Smithy 69 is getting pretty close to the back of Matthew, but I think Smithy might have wing damage. Oh, yes, he does. He does have wing damage because of some contact with some. I don't know who it was, but he is missing a part of his wing here as they head through the Curva Grande. It's going to be a Grande move for Smithy. Yes, it is. He's up into P13 in this race. Further up, Galaxy has closed up to the back of JoJo. JoJo, through luck, basically stayed in the lead here because everybody else around him has spun, and he hasn't. But here comes Galaxy into Ascari. Almost thought about the move, but dropped back about 2/10. Didn't want to get involved in a wreck there because you never want to go side by side through Ascari. If you do, you're a dumbass. Essentially, that's what I call you. Like you have the brain of a pea. Reaper's catching back up to this pack. I don't think Reaper got hit last lap. I could be wrong. I don't think he did. You know, I think it was desync or he just lost it a little bit. We'll have to find out post-race. But here comes Galaxy. About to pass JoJo for the lead. Here he comes in the slipstream. He's making the move on JoJo. Can JoJo pull back and make a dive bomb? Will he make a dive bomb? No, he won't. He's going to stick behind and stay in P2 in this race. Reaper closing in on JoJo as well. Reaper wants to get by, I think, at this next chicane. JoJo, I don't think, has the pace to compete with Galaxy. He's quick, but I think, yeah, JoJo just let him by. That's a fair play from JoJo. He doesn't want to really fight these guys too much. Matthew about to make him on Fight Me Now bot, who just just got back in the lobby after that disconnect. He was ahead of Matthew when he got back, but I think his tires might be cold. Could be wrong, though. I don't know. Is Risky going to make a move on Lange? Nah. Poor Yovan Google. Way back in P18. I don't know what happened with Yovan Google on that. Was it the first or second lap? He had the collision at Ascari. I don't know. That looked goofy to me, and then he had another wreck. I don't know. Maybe people are just crazy. I know these guys can't keep out of the wall, though. I mean, we have a double wreck here. Fuego and Smitty. You know what I think happened there? It's the second Lesmo, and I've seen it happen before in online. One guy spins, and then the guy right behind him gets collected. I think that's what happened between those two. I'm not going to make an assumption, but this is my guess. Right, as Reaper, he's getting really close to Galaxy here as we head down the pit straight. Here he goes. He makes the move on Galaxy. He's up into P2 in this race. Oh, no, not P2, P1. Xiaomi's making a move on his teammate FCST. He's taking P5. Knack PR is passing Jippy for P7. Knack PR from the back of the grid's already up and into P7 in this race. Oh my gosh, JoJo and Galaxy. JoJo's just made a move on Galaxy. He must have had a bit of a moment heading through the first chicane here. And is he going to try and sneak back ahead of the Swede? No, he's not. So JoJo up into P2 once again, but Galaxy Aaron's going to get a better run through the latter part of that chicane, and he almost thought about a move, but now he's going to do a cutback. He's going to do a cutback through the first Lesma. No, he's not. He just backed out of it like a bitch. Come on, that would have been an epic overtake, Galaxy. Balls to the wall driving, man. That's what I want to see. Balls to the wall. And look at Fernasco here. Look at Fernasco. Haven't pointed him out yet. P4. Fernasco, he's been known for keeping it out of trouble, man. He was voted the cleanest driver, I think, in the Sunday tier last season. He knows what he's doing, man. He's a good driver. He's clean, doesn't get involved in incidents. He's your prototype for like what we want in this league in terms of driving. We don't want a montage in this league. We don't want a Stu 86 OG who doesn't know how to race. Like, if they go side by side, they always wreck. Francesco never wrecks unless it's the other person's fault. Deadass. And he doesn't make many mistakes. As here comes Galaxy and JoJo. They're battling once again. They're 3 seconds off of XC Reaper now. Galaxy's made the move on the JoJo into turn 1 once again. Fiamino Bot set the fast lap of the race on the hard comp on a tire there after getting back into the lobby. Knack PR's making a move on FCST. Oh, there's contact. FCST gave him a little bit of a bump there through turn 2, and surprisingly, he's not going to... I don't think he's letting him back through. You should. I mean, you shouldn't... You should give the position back there, FCST, because ultimately you hit him out of... You almost took him out. Right? And that's sort of like the things I tell these drivers, man. If you have contact with another driver, you'd like to spin them out, please wait up for them. I mean, don't be a dick and just run away with it. Because then you're probably not really going to get that tough of a penalty. I mean, it's just a courteous thing to do. Don't be a dickhead. Like, if FCSD passed Knack there, I would have been pissed off at him, but I think he sort of gave it back. Maybe he's watching the stream as, oh, Black Cherry Jixer. He's spun into the second Lesmo. And if, you know, on that second Lesmo, oh, Cherry just quit, but, did he crash? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me, oh my gosh, she's about to get the wrath of flip-flop fish here. Was that an intentional wreck? Did he just decide to fuck it and put it in the barrier? I think he did. And you know what I think about that? I think that's what pussies do. I think that's what pussies do, to be honest. And it just ruined... It didn't really ruin the race. I mean, there were a lot of guys back there who deserved to catch up after spins, but it just ruins the flow of the race. And now Fiamino Bot's gotten fucked over. We'll see what tires these guys put on, but I'm not going to be too pissed because it's a preseason race, but you know what I mean, man. We caught it on stream. That dumbass, he intentionally wrecked right in front of me. Don't be that stupid during the actual season, guys. Matthew stays out. He'll be up in a P2 here on order hards. He'll have to hope for another safety car. I think the guys on the mediums can go to the end of the race. Right? 20 laps. Pretty easy, I'd say. We got 17 runners left in this race. Everybody should be on the lead lap. Easily, yes. I hope nobody picks up a drive-through penalty. Oh, I will cuss them out. But we'll see what Matthew can do. I think he's going to be a bit of a roadblock for these guys. That'll be my guess. Fiamino Bot could still win this race back in P9. I mean, there's a reason he won both tiers last season, man. The Saturday and Sunday tier, man. He's just a dog in general. Crazy good driver. Everybody's either put on the hards or mediums, which makes sense. SCST on the mediums. Was SCST on the hards at the start? Maybe that's why he was a bit slower compared to like Xiaomi and Knack PR. Probably. Risky stayed on hards. I mean, you might as well put for mediums if you're Knack or Cohen, right? I'm surprised Matthew didn't put. I mean, it's an interesting call. I don't think it's the right call. Smithy on the softs? This guy's hoping for more safety cars, right? That makes no sense. Obviously, Reaper's in control of this race. I mean, he gapped Galaxy and the JoJo by about 3 to 4 seconds there within 2 laps after they started battling. And if it weren't for that safety car, he probably would have won this race by about 10 seconds over Fiamino Bot, who was slowly but surely making his way through the pack. But this sort of resets things, guys. We have a lot of guys, like, I think Smithy's out of position, Lynch is a bit out of position. Watch out for, I think Giggle's a decent driver, man. Same with Fuego. They capitalize on others' mistakes. Risky's doing a good job, man. Compared to Meth in 2021, he was really struggling on that game, but he's doing better, I'd say. His overall pace has been better. They had that one spin, or incident, or whatever. Let's go with that Parabolica. Cabin right around P10 where he was the last week in Silverstone. Cohen I'd expect to be a bit quicker, but obviously he had a wreck. We know Fight's like a demigod on this game. Jippy's had a really good performance, I'll tell you what. Jippy, I think he came from the Formula Reddit Discord. I could be wrong, where I saw it on an invite. Because you can promote your league once a week. And I have to say, he's done a pretty good job, man. He's kept clean. He's had no spins. I mean, been a good race so far from Jippy. Knack, P20 to P3, and we'll look at the position change real quick for you guys. It's been an excellent performance from Knack so far. I told you, man, starting on the hards was the right call if you're at the back of the grid. Show me in P6. Should have been P1, man, to be honest, if he didn't have that one spin. Fernasco's kept it out of trouble, as always. Fernasco is a dog. He's up in P5. Jojo, first race. Kevin Cowell invited him to the league, and so far he's been pretty good. I think Cohen just spun. Galaxy. I knew Galaxy was quick coming onto this game, man. First couple days, we were doing 100% races around Miami, and he was competing with me on overall raw pace. So, I mean, Galaxy's giving a good shot at a podium here today. I think he will get a podium. Matthew, of course, hasn't pit yet, but I mean, it's been much of the same for Matty. He's raced in the league for a few seasons, and he's always been a solid midfield driver. And, of course, Reaper he's done a really good job today. Besides the one mistake in the first corner by himself, I think it was, and then he had the contact on the first lap as well at the first corner. He's kept it out of trouble, and he's had very good pace. I think Fernasco just lagged out. I hope not, but I think he did. Yeah, I think we'll have one more lap of safety car here, so I can't invite Fernasco, but you better get this bitch ass back in here. I hope. Matthew's pitting now. Maybe he's just trying to save some life on his tires for when the race restarts. I've seen that done before. Is Fernasco back in the lobby? I'm going to send him a message. So now that Matthew's pit, it's sort of cleared out Galaxy and Jojo from having to worry about a slower car. Matthew is going to be down to P16 now. I think I actually like that call a bit. He saved 2 laps of tires there. Oh my gosh. I think, is there going to be a safety car back here or nah? Yeah, there might be a bit of a... Oh, right now it's fine. All right, the safety car coming in this lap, and will Francesco get back in here, man? My boy better. He's had a good race so far. All right, yeah, safety car's in this lap. Francesco is not. He's not been able to get back in the lobby. Watch out for Knack and Fight Me Now Bot on those mediums. Same with SCST. They'll be flying through the pack. Those mediums are going to be really nice and up temperature on this restart, and they'll be quick for the next 10 laps or so. And then the mediums and hards will start to even out. But Reaper is about to lead them back to green here. As here he comes through Parabolica. He's not going to jump it yet. There might be some contact here. Some guys might have thought he jumped it, but I think now he does. We've had a spin at the back. Fernasco's just rejoined. Lane 69's had a spin on the restart. Cold tires potentially. Shomi's making a move on Fernasco, but Knack PR on those medium compound tires is going to send it down the inside of Shaham Shahomi. Down into turn 1 they go. Oh, Shomi's going to have the inside, but Knack's going to have the superior traction, and there's contact. I think Shomi understeered into him because I think Knack was almost off the road there. Jojo and Galaxy Abram, they're going side by side potentially here as they head through the Curva Grande. Jojo's not using ERS to try and get by here. This lap, Fuego Mall, Matthew, they were all battling further back here, but it looks like everything's settled down. We'll head up back to Galaxy Arian in P2. He's 4/10 behind Reaper. He's keeping with him at least for this first lap, better than he was earlier in the race. I think Galaxy has really good race pace. I mean, I think what was slowing him down that first stint was just the battling with Jojo. But if he can keep it clean, man, he might have a chance at the win if he can just stay within the DRS. Hope that Reaper makes a bit of a mistake. Find me now bots up in the P5, SCST in the P6. I told you those motherfuckers would fly through the back. You haven't made a move on Kevin Cal. Shomi's trying to make a move back by as well. As I head through Ascaria, Shahomi's going to go around the outside here. Down into the last corner they go. They're going side by side. Famino Bot further up might make a move on Knack. No, he's not going to. As here comes Shahomi. He's gotten past Kevin before the braking zone pretty much. As Knack PR is making a move on the JoJo. Down the pit straight they go. These guys in the mediums, they've got their tires nicely warmed up. They're flying out right now. But here comes Famino Bot to make it 3 wide heading down into turn 1. He don't give a fuck, man. He's balls to the wall, man. Oh my gosh, JoJo had to back out of that. There would have been a huge wreck. Famino Bot's going to sneak around the outside. Holy shit. What a crazy ass move from Famino Bot, man. If he can pull this off, this would be the stuff of legends. And he's a legend, man. He's got 2 championships already in only 2 seasons in WSR. And he's made the move on Knack, PR, and the JoJo. Risky is pitting on the safety car restart lap. I think he must have had contact somewhere. Maybe a spin. I don't know, but Famino Bot, I told you, man, he's going to be difficult to beat this season. Reaper, Pyro, it's going to be a challenge, man. Famino Bot, I think he finished... Did he finish on the podium last race, even though he disconnected and was like 15 seconds off the lead? I think he did. He's a demon, bro. He's like top 10 in every track in the time trial, man. It's crazy. And he restarted like P8 or P9, and he's up in the P3 after 2 laps. He's about to make a move on Galaxy. He's been dropped by Reaper. And here he goes into Parabolica, but Galaxy's let him by. He doesn't want to fight him, man. At this point, I mean, I wouldn't want to, man. Fight's way quicker than you. Might as well just leech off of him. Is Galaxy going to try and make a move, though? Or is he just going to give him a little bit of a love tap down the straight? I think Jippy's had a spin at Parabolica. Yeah, Jippy's falling down. He's down into P15. Could have been contact there in the midfield. A lot of those guys are pretty close. I'm not too sure, though. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Shahomi, close to you having a giggle now. Had a bad run through turn 1, though. Looked like he got lead on the brakes and understeered through the middle section of that corner. JoJo. Oh, Knack PR. Let's go on board with Knack, man. Look at Knack PR. P20 to P4. Now he's closing in on Galaxy for P3. But keep in mind, these guys with mediums, their tires might start to fall off in the last 2 or 3 laps. I don't think they will, because the mediums work well into 50 to 60%, man. They feel fine. Like, they don't wear them. Like the sauce. Once the sauce gets to like 25%, they're dog shit. But not with the mediums, man. The mediums feel good. And maybe the new handling update that changed, but I haven't done a 50% race since the new handling update, right? So I don't fucking know. If somebody watching the stream knows that they changed like the tire model, then please tell me. Oh my gosh, Giovanni Giggle has fucking balls to hold around the outside there when Shomi's on the inside, and I applaud Giggle, man. Good job, Giggle. That's fucking insane. Like, guys in a fucking 5-lapper cannot pull it off. There'd be a huge wreck. And these guys are doing a good job racing wheel to wheel for the most part. You know, sure, there's obviously the odd incident at some point, but most of the time these guys drive really clean. Oh my gosh, Famino Bot, he's taking the lead. All of a sudden he's up into P1. For 3 laps after the safety car restart, restarted P8. He's already taken the lead. Reaper, he needs to get up to the ass of that McLaren. Maybe even hold him up right now and try and just stay ahead for as long as possible. But I think Fight's dumping the tank to try and stay ahead. He almost pushed him out of the grass heading through the Curva Grande too. Knack PR's up into P3. He might be able to catch up and pass Reaper here on those mediums. Now Reaper, you just got to stay within the DRS, man. But he's already dropped 8/10. Ugh, I can't speak. 8/10. There's a yellow flag. Might have been risky because I didn't see anything in sector 2. And Reaper's keeping him. Yeah, he'll be fine, I think. Fight might gap him in the next 2 to 3 laps, but he just needs to stick with Fight because Fight's tires will slowly start to drop off. Their pace will equalize around lap 22, I'd say, and then Reaper will start to be quicker from then on out. Like, Fight obviously has... I think Fight in general has the pace advantage, but with him having those fresher medium tires, I mean, he's going to be quicker at this stage of the race, maybe by like 5 to 6 tenths a lap. But of course, you make that up with DRS. DRS probably gives you around 3 to 4 tenths on this game. It doesn't give you much. Xiaomi's at a wreck. Oh, Galaxy's sending it down the inside of Knack. Oh my gosh, Galaxy was like, fuck you, bitch, I'm coming through. See ya. And he's back up into P3, but he has a time penalty for good measure there, and that's not going to help him. At all, is it? JoJo lurking behind. I think JoJo can still get a podium here. He's just got to keep it out of the wars here, these two. I know Galaxy's very aggressive. I'm not sure if Galaxy and Knack are friends, but I think JoJo and Galaxy might have just had contact. Or no, JoJo and Knack PR. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't catch it. It's my fault, man. Usually I'm able to catch pretty much everything. Reaper's just barely sticking with Fight. Fight might gap him here. Reaper's just... Every lap, Reaper needs to have a perfect line through the Ascar chicane to stick with Fight. And he'll get the DRS again this lap. But no, you need... Reaper needs to push here, man. Fight's gonna gap him. Why aren't you fucking using your DRS, you idiot? You have enough. Fight has a lot less. You gotta stick within that DRS, man, for as long as possible. And Reaper isn't able to do that anymore. He got caught napping, like Lance Stroll. And now he's burning the tank to get back on the DRS, but he just wasted all the DRS advantage he had, right? I think Cohen's had a wreck. I think he had an... Oh, it was at Lesmo 2 where he wrecked the last time. And now it's just going to be a battle of attrition for the last 11 laps. What I've noticed from a lot of these guys so far in the preseason is, you having a go goes down the inside. His car looked like it was about to spin there, but he's made the move on Fernasco, and he's up in a P6 in this race. Fernasco's disconnected again, unfortunately for him. Lane 69 and Fuego Mall. Oh, contact. Oh, looked like Lane was on the inside. Did Fuego cut him off, or did Lane fucking send it in there like an idiot? We'll find out. I'm sure these guys will go after each other in the chat for no reason, even though it's a preseason race. But, I mean, it's still a race, right? Poor Fernasco, though. He's had a good race, but he just keeps getting fucked over by disconnections. Reaper is back in the DRS now, but remember the lap before he dumped the tank, right? He dumped the tank for no reason. He dropped fucking 30% ERS because he didn't use any of the DRS on the back of him straight before Parabolica, and he lost the DRS. So he dumped the tank to get back in the DRS, which made no sense. You got to calculate ERS levels, keep it high. You're never going to make that back. He's going to try to make a move? Isn't able to into turn 1, but this is going to be a battle till the end between these two. And I think if Reaper can stick within the DRS until like lap 2021, he'll be fine. He'll win this race. Smithy's made a move on a giggle way before the straight. Fernasco's had a pit stop. That's his AI car deciding to do that. Lane 69, will he send it on Xiaomi? No, he won't. Not into the first chicane, he won't. Oh my gosh, FCST. Whoa, 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 whoa. FCST just almost made him on Galaxy. These guys are 7 and a bit seconds off our leaders as Femino Bots had a mistake through the first Lesmo, and Reaper's back up in the lead. And these two do not have time penalties, remember, so this is a straight battle for the win, unless one of them does pick up a time penalty or warning. But these two typically don't, man. Usually when you're the best, you're also the best at not picking up penalties. Like, these guys practice the game so much, man. It's a breeze for them. They don't even have to worry about extending the track. But now the fight for the lead is really on now that Reaper's gone ahead. Femino Bot just needs to stay ahead for as long as possible because ultimately his pace is going to start to drop off of the mediums over time, right? So he's got to get back through and try and gap him again. But it's going to be more difficult now that his tires are older. He's 4/10 back. These guys should both be running 0-0 wings, I think. Cohen 27's just gotten passed by Zippy. I think Cohen had a spin, same with Fuego Mal. Femino Bot's not going to make a move into turn 1, but Femino Bot got really close to the rear ends of the Red Bull driver. He almost made the move. FCST is really close to the back of Galaxy Arian as well. It looks like FCST has some sort of like floor damage almost. You can see the scratches on the floor, but obviously simulation damage is not turned on. At least I hope not. I don't think it would be because people would be bitching about it, the drivers. Because of this track, man, if you put on sim damage, bro, they hop the curb like that, man. See ya, floor, you're fucking gone. They'd have like no downforce at all. Because the floor contributes so much with the ground effect, right? If you have any bit of damage to your floor, it's going to cost you seconds. And it's also why the front wings, like if you don't have a front wing, it doesn't cost you as much time as it used to on other games. It's because the majority of the downforce is produced by the underbody and the floor of the car. Ground effect, right? I'm not an expert on technical shit, so don't quote me on that, but that's sort of the gist I get. Femino Bot's 4/10 back again this lap. Lane 69's had a wreck through the second Lesmo. As we head onto the straight, can Femino Bot make a move on XC Reaper here? 5/10 back I don't think he will. Knack PR, maybe? Is he going to make a move on you having a good goal? No, Shomi's going to make a move on Kevin Cal. Heading into the final corner. At Parabolica. Kevin Cal's essentially let him by, but he's going to get really close on the straight, I think. Keeps it within 3/10, so if he's running low downforce, he'll easily be through here by turn 1. But Knack PR is about to make a move here on you having a good goal. Yeah, he holds back, though. Oh my gosh, he almost did him. That could have been deadly. Oh, it's Fight Me Now Bot and Reaper going... Fight Me Now Bot's made the move. But here comes Reaper. Oh my gosh, Fight Me Now Bot almost killed him. Reaper's back ahead. I'm sorry I missed that, guys. I've got my finger on my ass, though, so sometimes I miss stuff like that. I should be focusing on this battle for the lead. Fuck a battle for P13 or whatever. This is more important. But it's good to give track time to everybody, though. Is Fight gonna send it into Viscari? Nah, he won't. He ain't ballsy enough. He don't got the GOAT mentality that Michael Jordan had. Now, will Reaper play DRS trick in here, man? I hope he does. That'd be funny. Let him by, Reaper. Pull off to the inside and just break. Let Fight Me Now Bot out the DRS, but he won't. Now Fight's going to easily get by. He's only 2/10 back this time. And as they head through the final corner and onto the pit straight, Fight Me Now Bot's easily ahead. I think he's using some ERS as well. These guys have actually recharged the batteries a lot, so maybe I was wrong about the batteries, about the ERS, man. You can recharge it a lot at this track, because there's a lot of heavy braking zones, right? Where all that, I don't know how the ERS system works. Fuck, I should just shut up. Ignore what I just said. The gaps are starting to grow here. We don't have as many battles for, we don't have as many battles within DRS range. We have 3, right? Fighting Reaper. Reaper's just been gapped, apparently. Must have made a mistake through the first game, but FCST still could make a move on Galaxy pretty soon. He's got to make it soon, man. His tires are starting to drop off. Jojo, as I said, he's keeping it within 3 seconds of these guys. These guys are going to have penalties, and I think Jojo might just start to close up as well on FCST. Giggle's just been gapped by Knack, finally. Shomi's really close to Matthew. And Risky's close to Fuego Mo, but I think they're a lap down. Almost a lap down. Yeah. We got, 7 laps left almost now? But, of course, this track is extremely short in terms of race time. It's like 38, 39 minutes if you don't have a safety car. Compare that to, like, Monaco, which is like 50 minutes, and it's a big difference. Reaper's finally been gapped, though, by Fight. And these two are out of ERS again after 1 lap. Oh, Matthew's had a wreck. He's had a wreck at Ascari. Oh, that's going to be a safety car. Guaranteed. Oh, yeah, it is a safety car. And that makes the end of this race extremely interesting. Matthew Hero probably got it on the inside. Is it the inside curb, I guess? I don't know what to call it, but he got on the curb. It's on the right, heading through the middle of Ascari, and he probably spun his car around, and he just couldn't save it. I've seen crashes happen there before. Everybody's into the pits for softs. Kevin Callis stays out, but everybody has to pit here, man. It's a no-brainer. And the leaders did not get stuck behind the safety car, obviously, so it's not like they'll drop down a bunch of positions by staying out another lap. Kevin should be able to get by. I think SCST just served a 5-second time penalty. Yeah, he did. Or no, he didn't. He just lost a lot of time, apparently. Huh? That's weird. Here comes Cohen into the pits. Yeah, makes sense. Risky, is he going to be on the lead lap? Oh, it's going to be close for those guys. I mean, everybody's going to pit though, right? So Risky should stay on the lead lap here. We'll have a, I think a 4-lap shootout here, and I think it's going to be a lot of incidents. I just know it's going to happen, man. Every time we have a late safety car, man, it just seems like it turns into a shit show. Bad news is what I call it. I mean, watch this race descend into hell here on this restart. We had a race, I think it was Season 5 here, where we had a 1-lap shootout after the safety car. It was crazy, man. Best action I've ever seen. As Risky puts on a new front wing. Our 2 leaders are boxing. We'll see who comes out ahead. Femino Buck got double stacked there, so he's going to be behind Reaper now. He got screwed over. And now it's just going to be a straight shootout between those two with full ERS, full beans. We'll see what happens. Femino Bot is low on fuel, though. Or maybe not. I don't know. It says everybody's low on fuel. That can't be right. No, that's wrong. Kevin stayed out, bro. No. Kevin, you're making a bad decision there, man. You're gonna get swamped by these guys. It's more than likely somebody's gonna make a bad move and spin you out because the pace difference between the hards and fresh softs, it's huge, huge. I mean, you probably should have pit, but if you think it's worth it, I guess you could stay out. I don't like it though. I was going with Reaper. Risky apparently is caught behind the stage car. I think Reaper's trying to let him unlap himself. Risky's trying to do that. Lane 69 is sped into the pit lane. I think Risky's allowed to pass. Yes, he is! Woohoo! Risky's back onto the lead lap. As Kevin is just, I think he's let back the top two. Find Me No Bot apparently is taking the lead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are we dealing with this bullshit again where people overtake each other into the stage car? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Sort yourself out. Reaper should be in this lead of this race. Fight just picked up a time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Actually, I think what Fight's following is my advice to let them buy in the restart. Never mind. I know he's going to watch the stream back and send something to me. I'm sorry. It's actually a good move, probably. Even though, I don't know, it doesn't really matter what you do. I guess we're back to the positions now, obviously. If this is a real race, Fight gets this penalty removed. But what I mean is, sometimes, like, what Fight did was right there, actually. You have to get off the track if you want to let somebody through. Don't do it on track, because it will give them, like, a penalty. Like, Reaper would get a penalty there for overtaking, apparently. But, what you need to do is, if you can't do that, is, just wait until the restart. After they cross the line here, you just let the person by. And you solve the issue. You get the 5-second time penalty removed after the race. It's no issue, right? So, that's all they have to do. Predictions, guys, predictions. What do you guys think is going to happen here? I don't want to hear your predictions for this race. Let's see it. Come on, guys. Give me something. What happened to Fight? Oh, boy. What is going on? I think Fight might have wrecked. We have some these guys cannot race under the stage car. I mean, they showed it in Britain, right? That was awful there. Is he trying to pass people now? What's going on? No, you're just going to fuck it up even more. You just can't overtake them. Oh, they're trying to let him by. Did it work? I think it worked. But there's a huge, like, clusterfuck going on back here. Ugh. Damn. Alright, Kevin. Let's see what you got, bro. I don't think safety car will be in this lap. Fight doesn't give a shit at this point, man. Obviously, at the end of the race, if he wins the race, I mean, he'll still be my winner. I mean, obviously the game won't say he won, but... I mean, I know he has 10 seconds of time penalties, but it's not his fault. He's doing the right thing, though. That's for sure. Because ultimately, as I said, in the real race, in the actual season, obviously I'd get it removed immediately. I mean, I'm not the steward, but I have executive power to do stuff like that. Fuck them, the stewards, man. Well, lazy as shit sometimes. Okay. What's going on between these two? Oh, Xiaomi's just picked up a 5-second. Oh my gosh. Motherfucker really thought he could get back them. What's going on here? What is he doing? I don't even want to know. These guys, just stay behind the person under the safety car. You're going to drive me insane. I mean, I think it's in the rule book, right? I know in the rule book on the restart, you can't go alongside the other driver. It's something F1 added, and it's something I added as well, because it was stupid when they're like too wide heading down the start-finish line before the restart ends. But, yeah. Safety cars just seems to cause all sorts of trouble here at the end of the races. It just does. I don't know why, but it does. We got 3 laps, a 3-lap sprint, baby, for all the marbles. The longer this safety car stays out, the longer Kevin likes it. You know, Kevin might have made the right decision because there's going to be wrecks behind. This is going to be a barnstormer. And I can't wait to see the chat after because there's going to be incidents and people are going to be going crazy. And I don't mind. You guys figure out your shit yourselves. I'm like, as the owner, man, I'll let you figure out yourself. I'm not gonna kick you guys because somebody said I was a bad driver. I'm just gonna cry. Where? Shut up. Deal with it. You guys can go into a 5-lapper and take each other out for all I care. Just don't do it in here. All right, let's get this bitch ass race underway. We have another 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Lord have mercy. All right. I think fight needs to pass Reaper immediately. Of course, if you just tuned in, fight supposedly has 2 10-second time penalties, but they don't count because it was a glitch under the safety car. Obviously, in a real race, you get it removed, but if he wins this race, I declare him winner. We're about to get back to green flag action. Kevin Cow's on the hard compounded tires, and he gets an awful restart, and he's going to get swamped, but Fight Me Now Bot can't overtake him before the line. Yes, let him by fight, or you're going to get a penalty. I think he must have let him back through, but here comes Galaxy Arian to make it 3 wide as we head down into turn 1, and Galaxy will not back out of this, man. He's ballsy as hell. As they head down into turn 1, bit of contact between Kevin and Galaxy, but it's kept clean for the most part. And there's a huge clusterfuck going on back there. Yemnigogo just got spun around. And that's what happens on these restarts, man. People are so close and it's the last 3 laps, and they just don't care, man. They just forget it, man. I don't care about being clean, man. I'm just gonna race like a dick and spin the person out in front of me, and then don't let them through. Bravo. Oh, as JoJo about to make a move on Kevin. Kevin, I think he made the wrong decision here. I think I thought it was gonna be the correct decision, but the hards are just way too slow at this point, and he's dropping down positions like a fucking rock. I mean, SCSG just said see ya, and NACPR is about to say see ya to Kevin for the rest of this race. He's about to make the move. And watch Xiaomi descend it. Kevin's going to be really slow through the Scary. Oh my gosh, Xiaomi makes it through, and here comes Fuegomal as well. They've all passed Kevin there. Wow. NACPR making a move on SCSG through the final corner. Kevin making a move on Fuegomal as well. Oh, Fuego's just... Oh, there's a huge wreck. What happened there? I wish I was catching all these wrecks, guys. It'd be really interesting. Fight Me Now Bot's 1.5 seconds off of Reaper. Of course, he's dropped back a few positions. Smithy's really close to the back of JoJo. JoJo does not have a time penalty. He could finish P3. He's just got to keep it clean for the next 2 laps. Make sure Smitty does not get by here. Smithy gets close on her braking, but he's not able to make the move. And through the second part of that chicane, I mean, JoJo was perfect. Gained a little bit of time on Smitty as well. I like that shot there, man. They should use that more. Not this shitty shot. Nope. I'm not watching that. Please don't show me that again. Show me. Really close to the back of SCST there. The 2 Williams boys. They've had a solid showing so far today. Well, Smithy's really close to JoJo. Look at him through a Scary, man. He looks perfect. Oh, it's Fight Me Now Bot's wrecked! Fight Me Now Bot! He's bottled it. He's bottled P2 and he's quit. And that means JoJo's gonna all but guaranteed P2 now. Wow. NACPR could get a podium. Told you, man. NAC from the back of the grid has done a good showing, but JoJo absolutely fucked up the end of the parabolic there. Was he trying to let Smitty through? I'm not too sure, but he might get passed by 2 drivers now and lose that podium spot. He could very well if NACPR gets by. But I think these guys are all out of ERS, man. They have nothing to play with. Down into the first chicane. JoJo's gonna go deep. There's contact. They're going side by side still, and here comes NACPR to get by both of them. If these guys hold a 3 wide, that would be insane. And yes, they've been able to. They're still 3 wide almost, pretty much. And NACPR has just made a double overtake on Smithy and JoJo as we head down into the second chicane. NACPR, will he back out of it? No, they're still going to go side by side. They're going to hold it side by side. NAC goes around the outside. Smithy loses a little bit, and JoJo's back up into a podium. No, he's not into a podium position, but SCST and Xiaomi are on side by side. Contact between SCST and Xiaomi, and that's what happens on the final lap. And that's why I thought Kevin might have been able to capitalize a bit more, but he was just dropped like a rock with cold tires. Reaper's going to take the win here, though. Look at Reaper, but I really want to watch this battle too, but I think it's going to stay as it is. Yeah, Smithy's had a wreck. As usual, Smithy never finished his race without wrecking. Here comes Reaper. He takes the win. I mean, I have to give it to Reaper, man. Outside of him, he got wrecked once on the first lap for sure, but on the second time, I think it was decent. But he takes the win. Galaxy's going to take second. Knack PR from P20 to P3 takes third. Jojo, really good result for first race. FCST P5. Cohen P6. Kevin finishes P6 actually. Giggle P7. Good result for Giggle, man. I think he had a few incidents which weren't really his fault. Risky, he's wrecked. Fernasco lagged out. Zippy. It didn't look too bad from Zippy, man. Unfortunately, just had, I think, a wreck on the restart and sort of threw him out of the competition. And here comes Fagel. He'll be the last driver to cross the line, but I have to say, that wasn't the worst race. I mean, people still go for crazy moves. I mean, how are we going to stop that, man? You can't tell somebody not to do something stupid, but who cares? I'm sure the chat is going to erupt here. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right, look at Reaper, man. I tell you, Reaper, you can challenge Find Me Now Bot this season on the Sunday tier, man. I think Fight's the quicker driver, man, but Reaper doesn't make mistakes. And I feel like almost if Reaper had raced all of season 6, he might have won one of the championships, right? Because he had the pace. Every race he's on the podium. Same with Fight. Fight just got lucky because all the quick guys didn't show up every race. He was the only guy who did that because he's a sweat. He's a sweat. Galaxy, he could be in for a P5 in one of the championships for sure. Jojo's impressed. If this isn't one of his best tracks, man, he could challenge for P5 in a top 5 in the championship. The championship is going to be very close because we're revising the point system, right? So I'm going to go through it real quick. P1's going to get 25 points, P2's going to get 20, P3's going to get 18, P4's going to get 17, that goes 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So anybody who finishes the race gets points, right? And the whole objective of the new point system is so that people show up to every race. They don't quit after they have one incident, like some drivers did today. And it just makes it closer and more interesting. And it still gives importance to the win, right? That new point system, but it's going to be fun. And I hope you guys are excited too. This race wasn't the worst. There's still things to work on. I have to go over with some of the drivers with. I think some guys were running higher tire pressures or maybe a time trial setup, and that just doesn't work with the new patch. So you're going to have to adjust like your setups, right? So you don't spin as much through some of these corners because the tires get lit up and then they don't cool back down. In terms of like battling, it wasn't the worst, but there's still some silly moves that people need to sort out or also just kick their ass, right? But overall, I think this race was pretty good. Second best race of preseason. I think Britain was easily the best race, and then Abu Dhabi was a shit show. But yeah, we only have 2 weeks until the season. Tomorrow's the last preseason race around Spain, and then we'll have a break week, sort out all the teams and stuff like that. The custom teams that we're adding, the custom team names, where like everybody gets to make their own team name. They find a teammate. And then they race under that constructor. They're still racing as a constructor, like one of the real life constructors, but they're racing under their own team, essentially. Like say me, my name is Flip Flop, and Galaxy made a team. It'd be called like Galaxy Fish Racing, you know? That's what I'm getting at. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Spain, the final preseason race. And then we'll be back live in about 2 weeks. We're gonna have a lot of videos in between that time with like WSR movie and stuff like that. Obviously, GT7 will be going on as well, but I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and have yourselves a good night. See you tomorrow, and peace.